Hey Jonathan, this is Lil. I'm a tennis coach. I work with Timmy to help tennis directors reduce their administrative work and increase their revenues. Thank you again for your request to receive the video. So, in this quick video, I will be reviewing your website to see how efficient it is on the administrative side and identify some of the challenges that we see and how we've solved those challenges for other tennis academies. So here we go. Now, the first thing we want to do when we work with tennis academies is to answer two main questions. The first one is how easy it is for my parents to find and book for what they're looking for and pay. Ideally, we want them to be able to complete that process in about 1 to 2 minutes, given that they already know pretty much what they want. So we want that process to be really quick. So that will be the first thing that we'll be looking at. The second is how easy it is for me as an admin to manage my registrations, collect my payments, organize my roster, and do a lot of that administrative work that you have to do anyway in order for you to stay organized. So, as I was going through your website here, I love that you have all your programs here. As a mom, I can see here that you see the different programs that you have. I see the days and times. I see the cost. I see your payment terms and things like that. So this is really wonderful. Your website is clean with lots of pictures and action, so it's visually appealing. And I can also see that there's also an option to book online, which is amazing because we have some of our clients who used to have a PDF form and paper form, and that's definitely if I can say, a buzz killer. So, really glad to see that you do have the option to register online here. Now, what I what I was going through your website, here are some of the challenges that I see, some things that we have solved for other tennis directors. The first one, I see that your parents, um, after they register online using one of your forms, which we're going to discuss this as well, they will have to, you actually ask them to go in and um, send you an e-transfer with the reference the participant's name and week. So essentially put that information in. And then the remaining balance will be sent to you also, either paid via cash or check or e-transfer. Um, and so that's really your payment term. So what we have found with this, what we call manual payments or offline payment, is although you might be saving on some card fees, what it does is increasing your administrative work, because after the parents will go ahead and submit this information for, let's say, multiple days and multiple kids, they will have to make sure that the amount is correct, and then they'll have to take that extra step to log onto their bank account, select your information, send you the money with the correct a reference, and if they send it to you quickly without putting the correct name and participant and class, then you have to reach out to them to confirm that information, and it's a lot of back and forth, and it's extra admin work for you. In addition to that, you will need to have a tracker, or I will say probably an Excel spreadsheet, where you can say, okay, these are all the registration that I've received, and these are all the payments that were received, and was it the correct amount, is everything confirmed. So from my experience from other tennis directors, this was really a lot of work. So if you had to do this for 100, 200 kids or even more, I can see how tedious and time consuming this might be. So we'll be showing you how to automate that. I mean, with our system, our solution, you can still do what we call offline payments, but 99% of our clients have stopped doing that just because it's not as efficient. So, what I can do here, or the next thing I want to show you, is looking at your registration here. So when I look at your registration here as a parent, first, at first it seems like a lot. I see a lot of dates and I'm almost crossing my eyes. But obviously I can dig through and find what I want, but it's a little bit harder to read and harder to select what I want, and it might be increasing errors because we have different classes right next to each other. Another thing that I see is if I wanted to book two kids, let's say I wanted to book, one kid here and another kid for another class, or two kids for the same class, then it gets a little bit harder to submit that information from my test. And another item also here is, right now, if a class is full, as a parent, I don't know that the class is full. I will essentially submit. I don't know if this is one spot left or three spots. What if I have two children or three to register? If I go ahead and submit for three, but there was only one spot available, then essentially, um, I will get an email from you letting me know that, oh, I only have room for one person, and then walk around to find another day, which for me as a parent, it delays my satisfaction of booking my kid and be done with it. And for you as an admin, it increases your work because now you have to go back and forth with the parent to either refund them because they paid and there's no spot, or to walk around and find another day, which is more work that we're trying to avoid for you. Another thing is here, let's say they can see that the class is full, and eventually, if we have all your classes full, people will have to email you to be added to the wait list. That means they have to go into their email, find your email here on your website, compose it, and then compose the email, send it to you. Then you will receive the email, find the right list for the class where you have the wait list available, manually put that information, and probably email the parent to confirm that you have received the request to be added to the wait list, which again creates a lot of back and forth that you really don't have to do. And we will show you how to simplify that with our solution. Another thing here that I see is if you are running camps, or if you're running multiple days of classes, a lot of our clients, a lot of our directors offer a week a volume discount, where if you book several weeks at a time, you get a discount, or they offer a sibling discount, or even an early bird discount. If you book really early during the year, you get a discount, and that discount can reduce as we get closer to the start of the season. That strategy using discount has been fantastic in terms of motivating parents to take action early. So now when I look at your site here and I'm trying to, first of all, I don't see that there are any discounts, but let's say you did offer those discounts. I don't really see how it will be easy for me to redeem that unless you did it from the back after I book. So we actually have a way to simplify this, make it easy for you to pick and choose which discounts you want to offer and whether you want to combine it or not. So that would be a great strategy to get your classes and camps booked really quickly. So that's another a challenge that I see. Now, another thing is for these classes, I am not sure if you have the dates in the system to where if the class is done, this will automatically be go inactive, so it doesn't clutter your site. But if that's not the case, that means every time you have to go in and essentially deactivate each class after it's passed. Ideally, you want those to be deactivated right away so that, again, you do as little as possible when it comes to administrative work. So now that I've gone through and explained some of the challenges that I've seen with other tennis academies, let me go ahead and show you how we have fixed this for many of our academies. So this is the Silicon Valley Tennis Academy. We have worked with Aaron, the owner of the Silicon Tennis Academy, for about 12 years. And prior to working with him, he had a very similar system than what you have right now. And it was costing him about 20, 30 hours of administrative work because of all of the back and forth. And he ended up missing payments because some parents will register for your class and submit the information, then forget to pay, then you have to chase them, or they will say, "Oh, I'm gonna pay the first day of class," and they hold on to the spot. They never pay. And then they don't show up, which it takes up a spot from somebody else. So he was having those kind of challenges. So then what we've done is we have automated his registration system or process, where when his clients come to his website, they can go ahead and click on sign up for a class, where they will be able to see all the different programs that you offer. So here, this is where the programs are, which will be listing everything that you have on your website right here, all your different programs. We can definitely um, put that, copy and paste that into the system. So then, as a parent, once I identify which program I want, I can go ahead and click on book a class, and I'll be able to see my different options. So instead of seeing, so many options like this, I will be seeing something more like that, where I can see my Mondays and Wednesday class, and I have all my programs here, so I can filter if I wanted to add a different class for a different kid. I can see the schedule of the class, how long the class is, like the season period, and so how many classes I get. So this particular class is twice a week, so I can see that I'm getting 16 classes, and then there's only one spot left. So if I jump on this as a parent and I'm considering getting my child into your tennis programs, and I see that there's only one spot left, I'm going to hurry and book before it's gone. Whereas if I don't know, or I think there's a bunch of spots left, then I don't feel that pressure to secure my spot. I don't feel that fear of missing out. So that's something that we help create through the automated system. Secondly, instead of having to email you to be added to the wait list, if I see what I want and it's full, I can go ahead and add myself to the wait list, and add multiple children if I wanted to, and then go ahead and do this. Which what it will do is it will send an email confirmation to me as a mom, as a parent, letting me know that I was added to the wait list, and also to you as the admin, letting you know that somebody added themselves to the wait list. And on the back end, all the wait list people will be saved under the same roster here, but they will have a different file, and they will be added in order in which they were received, so that if there's a spot available, you can quickly move probably the first person to be added to the wait list. You can move them to the class and invoice them. So it just makes it super easy for you to manage your wait list, and also to book and invoice people quickly once a spot becomes available. So another thing that we can also help with is when it comes to your camps here. Here we have different camps that people can book for. And if you go over here, you can find the summer camp. And then you can see all the different options that we have for Aaron here. We have a half day camp, and then we have a full day camp. So parents can really easily see what they're looking for. They can click here on more info to find that information, so they can see what's happening, and they can book themselves. And here we can easily implement our volume discount, sibling discount, early bird discount, or combine some of them or all of them, so that when you're running that promotion, your parents will be able to capitalize on that and book and pay you quickly. Another advantage of this account is your parents do not have to fill out this information every time they want to register for your classes. All they really have to do is to create their account once. And after they've created their account, they'll be able to see the booking history, the family. They can see all of that, and it just makes it a lot easier for them to manage their account with you. And you can see all of that information from the back end as well. So these are just some of the advantages that you can provide to your clients, which will make their booking experience a lot smoother, a lot faster, and which will increase your revenues. And that's exactly what we've done for Silicon Valley. After we worked with him, he was able to reduce his administrative work by 20 hours a week, and he increased its revenues by 30%. And since he's been working with us for the past 12 years, he keeps his classes pretty full. As you can see here, there's one spot left, and everything else is on the wait list. And this is pretty much how he is all year. So again, just improving that process, making it easy for people to book and things like that, can really, really help boost your revenues. Now, that's exactly what we've also done for Benchmark Tennis Academy. We before working with us, they were also struggling with registrations and had a similar process to what you had, waiting for people to pay on the first day or chasing payments and things like that. And we implemented the same thing. You go on their website, you click on book a class, you can see all the different programs that are offered, whether there's a camp available or a class. Let's say I wanted to do a class, I can go ahead and click on that. I can go ahead and click on book a class here, and I'll be able to see all the different classes that are offered under this program and how many spots are left, which makes my experience as a parent a lot easier. Now, let's jump a little bit on the back end to see what other features we have. So for you, when you go into the back end here, um, all the classes that you have created, once that expiration date happens, like after June 1st, this will be automatically deactivated. So you don't have to manually do that and maintain your site. This will be automatically deactivated, and you can always have access to that on the back end. So it really just keeps things clean for you, and so that information is not misleading for your parents. So on the back end, when you go in, you'll be able to see all your enrolled students, the revenue pending, meaning that somebody is in the class but has not paid yet, and any refunds if you provide that. Now, really quickly here, I can see that for my Monday class, I have 5 students out of 10. So I know, okay, I probably need to push this class. Or maybe I have 10 out of 10. So I need to close the class. Or I need more staff. So really quickly, you can see what you need for your academy. Then you can quickly email or text or track attendance for people in this class. If you needed to cancel a class or promote something that's happening on Monday, you can do that. And you click on the roster, on the name of the class here, and you can quickly see the roster with the ages. One thing that I noticed on your registration site is after I continue to book my program, I know this is, well, let me do the kids one here. When I book a program with you, I will need to select my kid's age. But then later on, I mean, the age is going to change unless I have to re enter this information all the time, which, we want to make it easier for parents. But the age is kind of fixed and there's no level really. But with our system here, they will enter their date of birth and the system will automatically calculate their age. So this is a dynamic data that you receive based on their date of birth. So you can quickly see that. It helps you organize the kids according to their age and levels. And you can see everybody who's coming, whether they have paid or not. We have a really cool roster here with Coco Gauff and Coco Chanel. And if you still wanted to receive some payments via cash or check, you can always click on pending, click on record a payment, and you'll be able to receive it via credit or debit card, or you can record check, bank transfer, cash. So we do allow you to record those payments in one platform. But again, this is extra manual work. Most of our clients don't even do it, don't even allow it for people to do that. They just do it a few times on the back end. So this is about it for now. I mean, the system has a lot more to offer that I would like to show you when we have more time. So I encourage you to go ahead and book a call with us and your free discovery call. Remember, there's no obligations or anything like that. We just want to talk to you, get to know your programs, what challenges you may have, and see and show you what we do, what we've done for other academies like yours. And you can decide if this is something that may work for you. Another thing that we also do is if you are overwhelmed with your administrative work or you need a virtual assistant that already understands tennis and roster and all of this good stuff. So essentially there are tennis people. If you need somebody to help you with that, we also have virtual assistants available that are pre-trained to help you. So that's another thing that we can do for you, and we can discuss that further during our free discovery call. So, again, thank you for your attention. Thank you for giving us a chance to review your website and provide some suggestions. Please go ahead and book your free discovery call, and we look forward to meeting you and chatting with you. Thank you so much. Have a good night.